Adel al Mo'awda is deputy chairman of the Bahraini parliament. He's accused the medical staff of turning a Bahrain hospital into a military base.
Of course, we want these people who save lives, but we don't want the people who ruin the lives as well. There are so many incidents that people were rejected to be treated in Salmania Hospital because they are not from the same section. People were afraid. Thousands of people left Salmania and went to special hospitals because they were afraid to enter there, the hospital, which made it a must for the government to do something so that the people can be cured there.
On the line from the Bahraini capital, Manama, Nabeel Rajab, president of the Bahrain Centre for Human Rights. First of all, if you can, and I don't know whether you've had any access or not, tell us about the proceedings in Manama today in the military court.
Well, all of them brought before military trial, as you know, which does not meet any international standard for fair trial. And a few of them have, the moment they were asked to say if they were guilty or not, they said to the judge that all of them were tortured and they were confessed saying things that they have not done. And the judge have forced them to keep quiet one by one. And he was also asked one of the doctors to leave because they insisted speaking about how they were tortured, how they were asked to sign papers that they had not even seen, how they were masked and how they were blindfolded and masked and electrocuted and hanged and beaten and tortured, and the judge wouldn't allow them to talk. It is postponed till 21st of the month. But as you know, they are punished now, we think. Doctors are punished for doing their humanitarian work, for treating the wounded people in the uprising, and for exposing all the human rights violations committed by the security forces against the protesters.
Now, there were 46, I believe, 46 medics arrested and charged, and yet only 30-something of them have been in court today, with the proceedings against them adjourned. What's happened to the others?
In fact, while some diplomats have attended the trial today, and they start speaking about how they were tortured, government tried to hide the other group and to bring them later back to the court after all the diplomats leave the court. Because I think speaking about how they were treated, it has embarrassed the government. So that's why a group of doctors were delayed till 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, then they were asked to go inside again after everybody left the court.
Okay, I understand it was perhaps procedural, but let me ask you about something that was suggested to me by the person we spoke to just now, who's talking effectively on behalf of the authorities there. The Sulaymaniyah hospital, where a lot of these people worked, where so many of the protesters were actually taken, was found to have a great deal of ammunition, weaponry, and other devices inside it. It was being used, they say, as a military base.
Well, we have not, it was witnessed by all human rights groups like Physicians for Human Rights, Doctors Without Borders were here, Human Rights Watch were here, Amnesty International were here, and all of them were in the hospital during the uprising, including ourselves and our organization. We have not witnessed any case, we have not seen any allegation as such, except when the crackdown started, when governments have been criticized by international community. They have to justify their bloody crackdown, and they have to justify their crackdown against the doctors. So they brought up this story, but none of the people in Bahrain or international organization will believe this story. They try always to play sectarian card by saying, yes, Shia, they did not treat a Sunni patient, but that is all lie. They cannot prove it at even one, there is no one case. In fact, many of those groups, many of those doctors are part of a human rights organization, working for a human rights organization at the local level. How can they do that? It's not possible at all. It's just that government try to spoil their reputation. They try to justify their crackdown by playing with sectarian cards. So
okay.
Those are very respected doctors in our society, very well known. Even their university were talking. The doctors who taught them in university.
Mr. Rajab, I'm sorry, but we do have to leave it there. Thank you very much for coming on.